The Critical Drinker is a very talented content creator and movie reviewer. It's something I would say if I was one of the many racist, fragile white incels on the internet who hide behind the guise of media critique to openly discuss how much they don't like black people. Now, before you get offended, let me explain, as this is a conclusion I came to after the Critical Drinker made a very eye-opening tweet yesterday in response to IGN's reveal of the character customization in the new Dragon Age. Now, I'm a sucker for any RPG, but this game looks especially amazing with the amount of detail they allow you to place in your characters of any races. There's a beautiful amount of different customizations in hairstyle, genders, and even a melanin meter, so that everyone playing can have an opportunity to experience the self-insert all us RPG nerds love. And the Critical Drinker responds by retweeting the video with the quote that says, "Is it just me, or are character creation screens nothing but a stupid, narcissistic waste of time?" Now, this on its own may seem like a general criticism, and that by connecting the idea that racism is involved in this, I'm making a baseless claim. However, when you take a look at the Critical Drinker's content, you quickly start to understand that this guy simply has an issue with any form of media showcasing representation for the diversity of their fan base. Take for example how he calls Black Panther the most overrated Marvel movie ever made, how he heavily critiqued Disney's new Star Wars and The Little Mermaid for them doing what is pandering to the diverse agenda in his mind, and how he also called backlash for his criticism of the 4th season of hit TV series The Boys, which also happens to be the same season Black woman Sister Sage was introduced into the show as the domineering force that holds more power than even Homelander. I feel all of this is to say that his criticisms of these different series showcase an underlying issue of him having a problem with people who identify differently as him, or at the very least with those kinds of people having easy access to representation. Because I cannot understand for the life of me, why is it that now in 2024 we are upset about character customization improving in a role-playing game? Why was it not a problem over the multiple decades of gaming when every single video game protagonist by default was a white male with a machine gun that saves the day? Why is it not a problem when there's dozens of different hairstyles and nose shapes and eye colors that look like the Critical Drinker, but the second that people with vitiligo or any other beautiful attributes have the opportunity to create themselves, now all of a sudden created characters are narcissistic, and individuals who make tone-deaf content and statements like this while not acknowledging that they have zero idea of what it's like to be a fan existing in the space without representation do not get to then gaslight Black or LGBT gaming nerds into believing that we're ruining the medium by enjoying the same things as them. I totally understand that when a show, movie, or video game is pandering to a certain group of people or agenda, that it's cringe, and I have no problem with people commenting on that. However, when you recognize the pattern of just anything that involves the concept of Black representation or giving focus to why it's important for other people to feel seen is automatically being viewed as bad to the Critical Drinker, it does not leave a good impression as towards what his personal values are outside of his videos. And once again, I'm saying this as a lifelong Black nerd who grew up believing that if I played a video game, I literally had to be playing as a white guy because I saw that happen in games so often, to the point that even if I was given the option to create my own character, I thought that my own character had to look like Max Payne. And I've really loved and appreciated the shift in media, not because it's stifling anyone else's shine, but because it's making sure everybody has the opportunity to be seen. But there's still a bunch of people on the internet who think that Black people can't act in movies outside of biopic or historical movies about our trauma. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons why Black Panther was so impactful, because it taught us as a community that we have the opportunity to exist and enjoy the same things as everyone else. And I'm not saying that automatically makes the Little Mermaid remake or all the female Ghostbusters movies good projects by any means. These different forms of entertainment get to have flaws and be critiqued for them. But when you look at the pattern with this specific guy's content, it just seems like he doesn't like any series that gives reference to anything brown or of the opposite gender. And I already know that this video is going to get a bad response from a certain crowd of people and what they're going to try to say. And no, just because you know one Black guy or your favorite movie is starring a Black guy does not mean you aren't capable of saying stuff that's bigoted. Even if it's not something he's intentionally aware of, I think it's definitely not a good look to promote the idea that equality is something that we should be mad about reaching for. And specifically when it comes to the created character in this game, literally, why would this even be something to complain about? I hope y'all can understand this is the reason why I feel this gotta be some passive aggressive racist shit. Cause dude literally saw the perfect opportunity for a self-insert due to how detailed the customization in the game is, but saw that there was also a melanin and vitiligo meter and got mad. Anyways, that's just how I feel about the situation. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new here, and if you're mad, leave a comment and tell me why. Join the Discord, we're only 3 away from 1,000 members, and I have a prize for whoever they end up being. Thanks for watching, I love and appreciate you all. Sun God signing off.
I come in clutch like a genie. Don't talk unless you need me. You talk too much, you need it. All of my bitches look like models, she in love with me. When we link, it's flashing lights and cameras, got a blammer.